Hello everybody, this is Alberto Kennedy, aka Grimoire. This video is going to be talking about how to make black salt. Excuse me. I thought I did a video where I go into detail about black salt, but I didn't. I think I just mentioned it in passing, and for that I apologize. This is important. Considering the negativity that's in this world right now, 2018, black salt should be your go-to. Sage isn't going to cut it. Things are getting immune. So this is my gift to the people that are watching my channel. How to make black salt. Now, before we go into how to make black salt, let's get a little history in there. What is black salt? Why does it work? Why is it so special than regular salt? Okay, let me show you. Let me tell you why. Black salt finds its origins in voodoo and hoodoo. Now, voodoo is not the same as hoodoo. Voodoo is an African religion. Its origin is in the Kingdom of Benin. The Dahomey people. And I'm thinking as I'm speaking this to you, getting my facts straight. I find similarities with voodoo and Santeria. However, a voodoo practitioner will be adamant about saying they are not the same. No, they're not the same, but they're similar. Sorry, they are. Both were syncretized, excuse me, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, syncretized with Catholicism, the Catholic saints. And so hence it was merged with European religion because Catholicism is a European religion. Again, sorry, it is. And so voodoo originally is African. It is a African shamanistic religion. Okay. Hoodoo is very different. Hoodoo is root work, herb work. It's when you work powders, potions, and you're creating. You're using the earth, to create creams, oils, teas, or working with roots, powders, and everything like that, and working with the spirit of those herbs, working with the ancestors, working with the dead of that land. So it's very similar to voodoo. However, hoodoo is more folk magic. And the reason why they say folk magic is because hoodoo does not find its origin in Africa. No. Hoodoo finds its origin with different cultures. European magics like Irish, German, different magics, from white people. And then Native American magics. They knew what herbs to use. In this land, the Native Americans were here first. They're the original ancestors here. So they knew what herbs to work and what not, and that kind of blended into hoodoo. Then African magics blended into it, and it's an amalgam of European, Native American, and African. All right? So that's the difference between voodoo and hoodoo. But voodoo is a shamanistic religion, an African religion, working with herbs, working with deities, working with elementals, working with the dead, working with your own psychic ability, working with the elements and herbs and all that. So it's a bit more complex, but similar, but not the same. Just like voodoo and Santeria. Um, both employ black salt. Now, black salt, what makes it powerful, more powerful than regular salt, is black salt incorporates tar. How does it incorporate tar? How does the salt get black? How do you make the salt black? Well, you use tar. And how do you get tar? Well, the way I do it, and I'm going to share it with you, is charcoal briquettes or lumps. I grind them up. I grind them up into a fine powder, you know, um, and I mix it with sea salt, and that's how I create my black salt. Now, why is tar so important? Well, have you heard of the La Brea tar pits? I'm sure you have. If you haven't, it's these tar pits that dinosaurs and all manner of animals got stuck in, and they couldn't move, and they sank in there, and this tar preserved them. Now, what that tells you about tar is that it's an immobilizer. It can trap you indefinitely, um, and it restrains, and it absorbs. Everything tar does is what salt does already. Tar does it much stronger, and how can we say, salt would be a temporary fix. Tar is not a temporary fix. That's forever. That's a long time. Its longevity is unmatched. And so when you merge tar with salt, you have a means to repel something indefinitely. That's the power of black salt. Its longevity is indefinite. It will not stop. It is forever, literally. That's why it's very powerful, black salt. The tar. Now, you can, as I said, you can get the tar from the charcoal briquettes or charcoal lumps. You can use Kingsford or any other one, so long as they're charcoal briquettes or lumps. You grind that into a powder. Here this is where I have my salt. Well, I have to make more, as you can see. I use it a lot. Um, fill it half. Fill a container like similar to this, half with sea salt, the other half with the charcoal powder that you grinded and you made. It's going to take work. Put some elbow grease in it, but you can do it. It's possible. I do it all the time, and I'm not that strong. I'm being humble there. But anyways, now this is my secret that I share with you. What makes my black salt very powerful, besides the tar, is the combination of herbs that I use. And I use the herbs in an essential oil form. The oils that I use: olive oil, vetiver oil, sandalwood oil, ylang ylang oil, lotus oil, and palo santo oil. Why do I use those particular oils? I'll explain. Olive oil. Have you ever heard of the olive branch? You know, when you're creating peace between parties or whatnot. Well, olive oil brings peace. Olive oil brings light. It's also in some Hebrew magics and whatnot. Pouring olive oil in a body of water is bringing light to darkness. That symbolic act is bringing light to dark places. Olive oil. It's also good for anointing and whatnot, and it's good for cooking. Vetiver oil or vetivert oil. The spelling varies. Vetiver, I say vetiver oil, is very powerful because it's a hex breaker. It breaks hexes, it breaks curses, it breaks black magic, um, and banishes negative entities and energies. Vetiver is a very masculine oil. Very masculine oil. It's very similar, and the scent is very similar to patchouli. I find vetiver a little bit more musky and stronger than patchouli. Um, so it's a very masculine scent. You want to, when working with essential oils, you want to balance the masculine with the feminine. Because if it's just masculine, it's only half powerful. If it has masculine and feminine, it's very powerful. It's a yin and yang going on, both positive and negative circuit going on. I don't know, I can't fully explain how that works, but you need masculine and feminine in terms for manifestation of energy. Um, Both masculine and feminine are sacred, and in unison, unstoppable. Vetiver also is a good exorcism oil. Sandalwood, very powerful in the same way that vetiver is. A banisher, an exorcism oil, um, an anointing oil. Ylang ylang. Olive oil is very powerful, but the charge, it's neither masculine or feminine. I consider it androgynous. Sandalwood oil, I would consider masculine. The next oil, ylang ylang, is a feminine oil, and it smells divine. I love it. It puts you at ease. It soothes, it heals emotionally. It calms the mind. Um, it protects like a mother protects her young. Ylang ylang oil. Lotus oil is very for psychic protection, healing of the mind and spirit. Um, it is good to put your spirit at peace, um, and excellent to bridge the gap between the physical and the spiritual. Palo Santo, excellent exorcism oil, banishing oil. Um, and this is an ancestor oil, which that they use in South America, and it's very powerful because the shamans in South America use Palo Santo, the wood itself, to banish negativity, negative energies, and to purify their environment. Palo Santo does the same thing: purification, banishment, exorcism, and healing, spiritual healing. Now, these are the oils that I use in my black salt, and I pour 7 drops of each in it, in the salt and the charcoal powder. Once you've done that, 7 drops in that mixture, you pour half a cup of water and then start stirring. You want to stir to make sure there is no white granules of salt. It has to become black. And you mix it, mix it, mix it. And when you're mixing it, keep in mind that action has energy. What I do when in the process of mixing, I say the 10 names of God in Hebrew. I say God's name in ancient Arabic, ancient Aramaic, well, ancient Arabic and Aramaic, which is ancient, in Latin. Um, I put in my energy in there of what I'm doing this for because I want to banish, trap, break apart negativity in any form, high and low, past, present, future. I go all in it, and I'm mixing it. And I basically put in my intent, my purpose of banishing, keeping negativity at bay, or if they feeling froggy and they want to jump, which they normally do, they get entrapped indefinitely because of the tar and the black salt. No time for play. So the black salt, that's how I do it. It's very powerful. Um, Let me know how your black salt turns out. Um, And I want to share this because I want to bring light to dark places, but this era has gotten a great deal more negative, very corrupt, very stank. Um, so it's good to protect ourselves, and this is an excellent way on how to do so. Um, Other forms of protection are great, sage, palo santo, and all that, but by themselves and only one time, it's not going to cut the mustard. Black salt, you can do it one time and you're good forever. Black salt is like that. It's very powerful. Um, and with black salt, what I do, since I'm an overkill kind of person, I want to make sure that it's going to be done. And when I do it, I'm going to do it every so often just in case. Because negativity and negative entities, they don't sleep. They're crazy. And when they obsess, if they can't get you, they will wait by their time, wait till you're sleeping on the job, and then they're going to get in that nalga. They're going to get in that butt. So what you do is you have to be on top of your game. Don't give them an in. Yes, black salt is indefinite, but I don't want to take a chance to be the one person that it wasn't indefinite with. So I'm using black salt every other month because why give them an in? You know? Black salt has many uses. You can bind people, places, and things. You can protect people, places, and things. You can cleanse people, places, and things. And it's just very powerful. As you can see, I use it a lot. So please tell me what you think. Bringing light to dark places. I won't take more of your time. I hope this video was helpful. I'm going to be coming back with more videos. Please subscribe to my channel if you are so inclined. And for those who have subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. I am bringing more videos to you guys. And much love and light. All right. Bye.